So if you're just joining me from my main Prickly Pear video where I created these two cocktails, then welcome back. You already know what's going to happen here, but for those of you that are just joining me for the first time, here's a bit of context. Prickly pear, not a tropical fruit that many of you will have heard of. It's actually the fruit from a cactus, and the best way I can describe it is if like watermelon and strawberry and like a conference pear had a baby, this would be the end result. It's got a cross sort of taste profile of all of those, a little bubblegummy kind of finish to it, and it is absolutely delicious. So when I created these two cocktails, both of these are coconut rum based, and that is just a very simple riff off of that cocktail. I actually created another 8 or 9 cocktails that I wanted to kind of rock out. I've picked what I think are 4 of the best ones, and they are coming up now. Now for the first cocktail, I'm actually going to do a frozen blended cocktail. I've taken the base of a Piña Colada and turned it into like a 6-ingredient monster with this prickly pear. So first off, I'm going for my rum. As I've said 2 or 3 times, you know, recently, like I love to support British rums. The equivalent of this is Dropworks, their barrel drop. The equivalent to this that I always put out on my videos, Appleton Signature, Mount Gay Eclipse, Havana Especial, which, you know, there's plenty more, but whichever your sort of rum of choice is. I'm going for 45ml of a slightly aged rum, just to give us those lovely sort of barrel notes through this cocktail. And then a flavour that I found worked incredibly well with the prickly pear is this Cotta Pandan. Pandan, I haven't actually rocked this out for a while, but Pandan is like, I keep saying Thai, but like an Asian leaf. It's got this biscuity, vanilla-y, subtle coconut note to it. It's absolutely delicious. Should be more, I wish it was more mainstream. It's such a great flavour to play with. So we're just going for 10ml of my Pandan liqueur. Next up, obviously, as is Piña Colada, we're going for our REAL cream of coconut, my favourite sort of coconut or cream of coconut to play with. There's various other brands, but you know, this just works for me really well. 30ml, that's about my sweet spot for the cream. So the coconut and the hazelnut, 30ml I kind of use typically. Then I've got 100% pressed pineapple juice. I want 60ml, 2 ounces of that. Then I'll go for about 20ml of my prickly pear syrup, and instead of lime juice, I frequently rock this out. Super sour. It's a distilled sort of citrus, a great sort of shelf stable alternative. As I always say, look, what I use with daiquiris and margaritas, not a classic style. I might decide to riff them up, but these are more for cocktails, for me personally, cocktails that include citrus, where I kind of just want, I don't want the juice, I just want the citrusy flavour. So super sour, it's got a little hint of saline in it as well. A lot of top bars start to use this now. I've been rocking this out for 8-9 years or so. I think it's a great addition to have. Don't need much, just going for about 5ml. Then just about 8 ounces of crushed ice. I'm just going to whack it on my NutriBullet blender. Then after a quick 5 or 6 seconds, that's nicely blitzed up. Just going to pour that into like a rather large double old-fashioned glass. That is absolutely incredible. The biscuit note pairs so well with that prickly pear. You get that like subtle hint of strawberry. It's almost, it's like weirdly in your head, it's like almost a Miami Vice. Like that strawberry versus peanut soda, strawberry daiquiri versus Piña Colada. You've got those strawberry notes coming through there. You've got the Piña Colada notes coming through there. You've got that pandan, that biscuity, vanilla-y note coming through there. Love that a lot. That is a proper fun riff on a Piña Colada. That's delicious. Right, next up, this one's just kind of like a tropical highball. That's a Schweppes soda is coming. The tropical soda is coming back out to play again in this. The base of this again is going to be my Dropworks barrel drop rum. So remember those Mount Gay Eclipses, Appleton Signatures, Havana Especials. 45ml, 1.5 ounce I'm going for here. Just going to complement that with sort of like my vanilla flavours from Liquor 43. Don't need too much here. just 10 ml. That's about the sweet spot, I think. Then I'm going back to proper lime juice here because I kind of want the texture in this cocktail. There is some other juice coming out in a second, but 15 ml, half an ounce of lime juice. Then I want some 100% pressed pineapple juice, just 20 ml. And then it's just 20 ml of our prickly pear syrup. And I'm just going to give this a good shake and we'll serve it up with the soda. So strain that into your favorite highball. And we've got, as mentioned, our Schweppes tropical soda, hibiscus and guava notes. I explained a little bit more about this in the previous video. That is so much fun. The rum is bold and in your face. Again, you've got this sort of like strawberry. It's such a great flavour. I love that. The liquor 43s comes sort of subtly at the end there. And you've got that hibiscus sort of guava-y soda that just lightens everything up. I love that. You've got a bit of body, a bit of texture with the pineapple juice. It's a great simple highball. Delicious. Love it. And for your third recipe of this video, I'm using the Paloma as the base of this, but obviously essentially grapefruit soda, you know, because obviously we're swapping over to rum here. I'm going for my funky rum, the equivalent to Uncle Ray or Worthy Overproof or all those sort of 63% Jamaican rums. This is British. It's a great British funky rum. So it is 63%. And we just want 30 ml, 1 ounce. Then bring it out, an ingredient that I've fallen in love with recently. I've never tried it until a couple of weeks ago. This is Gran Classico from Tempest Fusion, home of like my banana and my cacao and vanilla. It's kind of a bitter, so it's think Campari, but it's completely different to Campari. It's like a lovely fruity, like big rhubarb notes that come off there, a fruity version of it. It's absolutely delicious. I genuinely wish that I'd had this years ago, because this for me now takes my favorite cocktail, one of my favorite rum cocktails, the Jungle Bird, to the next level, because this is so much better than Campari. And they're not paying me to say that. It's such a great bitter. Love it. So 15 ml. All right, half an ounce of Gran Classico. Going to match that with 15 ml, half an ounce of lime juice. And then we are going for our prickly pear. And again, same as the previous couple of times, 20 ml. That's about the sweet spot. And then just because it works so well in cocktail one, and spicy palomas work really well anyway with the grapefruit juice, I'm bringing this jalapeno syrup out again. You don't need to worry about this if you don't want to, but I just want a lovely sort of fresh, sort of chili note, spice note through this cocktail. And 5 ml, that's all you really need. That'll be absolutely perfect. So quick strain into your favorite highball glass. Then we're just going to top up with your favorite sort of pink grapefruit soda. Heck, even Ting would probably work in here. That works so well. That bitter, that fruity note of that bitter just complements that so well. You've got a lovely sort of spice note. If you don't like it, don't put the spice in. But it's just gorgeous. All those flavors, subtle. It's a beautiful riff on there. Some of you, if you're not really into the bitter stuff, but you kind of think, oh, I kind of want, just dial it back. Like start off with 5 ml, maybe up it to 10 ml. 10 ml might be your sweet spot here. But I don't know. That's delicious. Absolutely. Do you know what? Whack that into like a big, what's coming up in a second, a big glass with loads of ice, call it Spritz. Easy peasy. And talking of spritzes, this is going to be the best goddamn spritz that you have ever seen in your life. This is kind of like a Tiki tropical spritz made with the Luna Tropica. It's like spiced pineapple and pandan. It's that pandan that's coming out to play again. Oh, this is beautiful. Right, 30 ml, 1 ounce of this Luna Tropica. Gran Classico is coming out again, and I'm upping slightly because, as I say, this is more spritz for me. I'm going to go 30 ml, but 20 ml if you know, just dial it back, but I'm going to go 30 ml, 1 ounce. Oh, and I forgot to mention, there's absolutely no Prosecco coming here at all. And there's no White Claw either. So Prickly Pear, 20 ml. In here, there we go. 20 ml of this gorgeous stuff. I'm going to have to get another bottle of this. This is flipping delicious. And then just to complement that, the super sour that I brought out last, or the first cocktail I think it was, I'm just going to up this slightly. So 10ml. I did 5ml in the first one. We're just going for 10ml of this super sour. Now, for a good shake, we're just going to strain this into your favourite big old wine glass or gin balloon or spritz glass, whatever you use, highball glass. And then, as I said, there's no Prosecco, there's no White Claw. Cider. We're going for good old, I was going to say Cornish cider, but we ain't got Cornish cider. We've got Jezza Clarkson and his Hawkstone, like dark fruits, like berry cider. This is just going to complement this so well. Look at the colour of that. Oh, great big orchid going up my nose, but that is beautiful. You've obviously got the sort of the cider, the Hawkstone cider. You've obviously got those sort of berry notes coming out there, but you don't lose that. But you also get that sort of, the pineapple there from the spiced rum is kind of there in the backbone, but you get this like subtle biscuity, and that can not only be the pandan. And that is beautiful in there. You get the bitterness that just kind of rounds that all up. Oh, that's such an easy drinking spritz, or whatever you want to call that. You've got to serve something like this up during the summer. That's just easy money. Now, if you want to see another tropical fruit that I play with and create some cocktails, then there'll be a video link popping up on screen in a minute. But just before I go, I just want to give a big shout out to REAL for sponsoring these videos and letting me have a play with their whole range. Let's bring the dragon fruit to the UK. REAL, Team REAL. So thank you very much for that. And to get you guys in the comments, as I said in the previous video, if you've had like a tropical fruit on holiday or in a bar somewhere, and you kind of want to know how to replicate those sort of cocktails, that fruit at home or in your bar, then let me know in the comments and I'll see what cocktails I can create with that flavour. Not sure what's coming up next. I think we're back to the big guns like the mango, the passion fruit, the pineapple, but we shall see. I'll see you soon. Cheers all.